We continue to rediscover and reclaim the heroes of our society, those who by the testimony of their lives, the way that they lived virtuously, they changed the course of human history, whose lives we should now emulate. We should uphold them as witnesses, as examples, as heroes of our culture. It's fitting then that a day after we celebrate Peter and Paul, who set the tone, who marched into that Roman Empire and baptized the culture, showing them the true way to live, what they were really desiring, and then literally baptized souls there, bringing them into that eternal exchange of love, showing them what they were made for. It's fitting that a day later, we celebrate their offspring. We celebrate the first martyrs of the Roman Church. This happened in about 64 AD. We know it was happening then because there was an emperor named Nero. Nero was one who started to persecute Christians because of this infamous incident that happened. More than half of the city of Rome was burned. No one knew how it started, except for it started to be rumored and widely known that Nero, the very emperor of Rome, who was set to protect it, to guard it, to give his life for that place, instead, he was power hungry and he was taking it for himself. He was the one who set the fire. He set the fire because he didn't have enough land for his own space, for his own castle. And he wanted more space for his own empire, for places where he could live and host parties. He burned the city so that he could reclaim those places for himself. Well, when the fingers were pointed back at him, he blamed it on the Christians who were living there. These unknown people, these people who were living radically, said they must be ones who were burning down the city. So he spread that rumor. And in order to punish them for their treachery against Rome, he decided to make them an example. And so the first thing that he did famously is he had them sewn into animal carcasses, animal skins, made them run about the city, and then he unleashed the wild beasts of his Roman circus. He unleashed tigers and lions while people watched this as a spectacle, made a sport out of killing Christians. Others, he lathered them with wax, and he put them on poles to be the lampstands for his house parties. Outside of his house, he had these huge garden parties. And it was the flesh of Christians that was burned on those lampstands that gave light to the party. He even had them lining the road in which he came in on his chariot, so his chariot could see the way into the party. This man was the one who was bringing darkness into the world. And these Christians, imagine their heroism. We are living 2,000 years later on a rich history of Christianity that has been well proven. These were the first ones. These were the first pioneers to set the tone. Do you think that they did not know the gospel of Jesus Christ and know the truth of that gospel? They gave their life for the truth of that gospel. They could have betrayed it. They could have said, I'm not a Christian anymore. They could have said, I don't want any of this. But they stuck in there. They showed us the way. They changed the course of human history because they heard the truth of the gospel of Jesus through the preachings of Peter and Paul, the Holy Spirit that was within them. And how do we celebrate them? We don't do as their persecutors did to them. We don't go and burn the city. We don't set it on fire. We go to the place of sacrifice. We go to the altar. They emulated the one sacrifice of Jesus Christ. And so we go to that same altar to celebrate them and their sacrifice for us. Would we have faith if it weren't for the first martyrs, the first witnesses, that gospel might take place? Don't we say in our church that the blood of martyrs is the seed bed of Christians? Meaning that's what gives us life. And when the blood of Christians is shed, we are going to see a new garden. We're going to see a new flourishing in our life. We're going to see the Holy Spirit that is unleashed upon this society and upon this church. We continue in emulation of them to give our lives, whether we be martyrs by our blood or by martyrs just laying down our life for the gospel every single day so that others may live. We emulate them by bringing others into the gospel, not for selfish purposes, but to bring others in so that they too may be brought into the eternal exchange of love. That just like the first martyrs gave to us, we give them the Holy Spirit. We inspire them to new life.